Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. All are too new to my channel, so please subscribe it and you can just go through my playlist. So for all the services for AWS Cloud, I have covered it. And let's jump into today's topic. Again, I'm going to continue Cloud9 because there is a lot of things are there to show it to how we can able to use Cloud9. So today I'm going to show it to you how to install the AWS CLI in the Cloud9 environment and how to install or how to run the some commands. And I'm going to show you how to create a S3 bucket using CLI also. Okay. So let's go open the Cloud9 and let me open the EC2 console also. So once we created a Cloud9, okay, from the backend, how it is going to be initiated here also we can able to see it. Okay. So I'm going to just make it as a test. Let me make it as a T3. Let's create it. Okay. So I'm going to use it by default. I'm not going to be select VPC. By default, it will take everything. Okay. So if we come to the back AWS console, you will see that there is a one EC2 machine. It is going to be provision. Let's go to EC2. Okay. So if you're able to see it, it is already initiating and T2 3 small. It is type your networking entire details. It is showing your storage details. By default, it will take 10 GB. You can make it as a 30 or 40 GB, anything. Okay. So it is showing that it is already successful. Let's open the ID. So by default, all the packages Cloud9 it is already installed, but we are going to verify it is installed or not. Okay. So let me make it as a maximum here. So let's update the packages. Let's install the AWS CLI. So this is Amazon Linux, right? So we can use M as a package manager to install it. So let's verify that AWS CLI it is installed or not. Okay. For Ubuntu, I'm going to share the document. You can just verify it. Okay. Now I'm going to create a bucket using the AWS CLI. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a AWS S3 make bucket. Okay. Just hit enter and go to search and type it out here. S3 bucket. Okay. So if you're able to see it, Cloud9 bucket, it is already created. The same thing. Okay. This is how we can able to delete it. And if you wanted to delete it, the same thing, you can able to use the same command and just remove that MB, make it as a error. Sorry, RB. Remove. Okay, and come to here, remove bucket. Yeah. So here it is already deleted. So this is how we can able to create a bucket and delete bucket also. Okay. So that is all about creating a bucket and how to install all the packages. That's what. Okay. So now let's see that how we can able to create a DynamoDB tables using the Cloud9. Okay. So I'm going to just show it to you. Okay. Now let's verify that. So I'm going to just verify it. So there is no tables, it is not created. So let's go to the DynamoDB table. Okay. So as of now, there is no tables here, right? So I'm going to create a tables. Okay. So this is a format you need to use it. So once it is done, you can come to here and you can just refresh it out. So it will show us is it created or not. Just refresh it here. Or you can just verify it from the command line also. is this created or not. Okay, so it is created, and here also it is created. And so if you wanted to add any items, okay, now what we can do, if I wanted to create a file, or if you wanted to add a item in the tables, okay, now you can just go to new file. Okay, so I'm going to just add some files or the tables, you can call it as. Okay, so I'll just save it as a, just make it as a control S, and it is going to be saved as a JSON format. Okay, now what you can do, so I'm going to just execute it. This JSON format, it is going to be add all the tables here. Okay, now we can just scan the table name. This is going to be shows, okay, whatever we have data, right, all the data it is going to be shows here. Okay, just make it as a queue. If you wanted to add multiple items into the tables, okay, that is also possible. Just create a new file, and you can save it, and you can just run it out. Okay, again just clear it. Okay, this will shows the output, and again you can just scan it. So it is created or not, the tables are, okay, items are created, you can able to see it. Okay, so now if you wanted to create a global secondary as an index, okay, how to create it globally, that is as a secondary. Okay, now what I'm going to do, let's create a one more file. Let's save it, just paste the content here. Okay, and I'm going to just update the table. Just enter it, then you can just press Q button so that it will exit from here, and you can just again you can double check it, is this created or not, or this is going to be describe your table everything. And what else you can able to see it in the DynamoDB. Now, so I'm going to get the single item from the table based on the item's primary key value. Okay, so let's do it. I wanted to see the, okay, so only it is going to be shows your primary key value if you're able to see it. Okay, I'm going to execute it, or if you want only for the attribute, okay, that is also possible. Okay, now let's scan it once again to see the table name, everything. So these are all the commands, it is officially available, you can able to see it. And if you wanted to query the tables, everything you can able to see it. And if you wanted to get multiple primary key value pair, okay, you can just run it, the item. So this is going to be shows. So now it is showing that it is not available. So let's go and create a file, right? Sorry, save. I'm going to execute the same command. Okay, let's clear it. So again, you can able to scan the tables, everything. Okay, so this is more related database. Okay, and to get all matching the items from the globally or secondary both. So you can use this command. So this will be shows globally index details. And if you wanted to, so it is saying that it is not readable. Okay, so this you need to the file you should make it as a readable. Okay, you can just clear it out. Okay, if you wanted to get the details of your secondary items, you can use it. Otherwise, you can leave it. Okay, if you wanted to delete the entire table, you can able to execute the table. Again, it is showing the cannot delete the okay created updated. Okay, so this is saying that it's not able to delete. Okay, let it manually. You can just go to manually, and if you go inside here, so it is going to be shows your overview, index, monitor, global tables. If you want to take a backup, export, permissions, additional settings, everything. Okay, I don't want this table. Let's delete it. This is going to take some time. Delete your DynamoDB. Resource which is still in use is delete. Okay, it is saying that it is using. So once it is done, then it is going to be deleted. Okay, let's delete our entire ID also. I don't require it. Okay, so that is all about today's session. Tomorrow I'll show it you how to install the Python, how to run the Python code.